So, turns out Junko was also the ultimate cosplayer. Maybe the Cospox bullshit was all just a twist. I don't know. We'll find out. But for now, yeah, it turns out, fucking confirmed, Tsumugi Shirogane really was Junko Enoshima, as I am seeing right now, from what is being shown before me, the whole Cospox thing. Yeah, Tsumugi can't dress up as other real people. She can only dress up as fictional characters. But Tsumugi Shirogane was a fictional character. She always was and will always be Junko fucking Enoshima, a bitch. And it's not even the worst part. Oh boy, G golly G, what's gonna happen next? Is she gonna pull out Makuro's dead body? By the way, I've been saving this. Just pulls it out, stabby stabby, shank shank shank, throw it over the room, fucking just throws it down the garbage chute along with just lands next to Ryuma's skeleton.
Hello, someone finally to keep me company. How are you doing today, Mukuru Ikozaba?
She rips off her mask. It's also Kokichi! Oh, it's Kokichi! Kevin's waifu, Kokichi Oma, in a dress with gigantic titties! You wanna suck? Oh, well, here we go. Junko Enoshima has made her appearance. Wouldn't be Danganronpa without her. How is she alive? Did the meteorites bring her back to life? Let's fucking see. Let's go.
Even if nobody was waiting. Even if it makes you go, what?
Fuck off, Junko.
The Diva of Despair takes the stage once more. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd.
It's old man Jenkins. Boo! Boo, Junko!
Junko Enoshima, the 53rd?
Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you Tsumugi Shirogane?
I am Junko Enoshima! I reproduce asexually!
Our friend who survived with us?
Sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about Tsumugi Shirogane.
All those sprites. Wait a second, that hand! No way! How dare you copy Komeda's style! Only Komeda can have such beautiful fingers!
Because I'm just a character. You know, a lie.
No! Boo! Those titties should have honestly been... They should have pointed in that direction.
Sorry to all her fans out there, if any of you even exist.
Ha ha ha! Nope! No Tsumugi fans whatsoever! Not at all! Don't you mean Tsumugi was copying Junko sprites?
A lie?
She was too plain, wasn't she?
Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind. Ooh, calling her your friend? Ugh, it's laughable, really. Really, I'm gonna laugh.
Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this?
But why? That face and that voice. It's just like...
Junko Enoshima.
I know, right? Oh, does it make you fall into
No matter how many times you kill her, no matter how many games you play, Junko Enoshima will always be around for Danganronpa, bitch.
Well, does it?
No, that's not possible. Junko Enoshima is dead.
Boo! You suck! I should have taken note of her measurements too, compared to Junko's maybe. Isn't Junko also 5'9"? Blood type A, huge boobies?
But why did you call yourself the 53rd? As history repeats itself, so does Junko Enoshima.
As you can see, I
Reproduction!
of Junko Enoshima.
So, you're just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh?
No, a perfect reproduction.
Perfect reproductions are exactly the same as the original.
Her logic is impossible to follow, much like the real Junko Inoshima's.
Whatever it is, you're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right? So if we kill you, then that'll be the end, correct?
Nope. 'Cause it turns out Runtaro's portrait falls away. Up comes Runtaro. Hey, boo-boo! It's Junko as well! What the fuck? Says Shuichi as he fucking rolls back. Fucking, what's that behind me? Gonta? Also Junko Inoshima! Look at these titties, Shuichi! Also gets fucking blown back. Kaido? Shuichi! No, it's Junko Inoshima as well! Rolls back, rolls back. There's Junkos everywhere! Oh lordy, the Junkos! They're all over the place! Oh my god! Falls to the floor, looks up. No, they're Junko! No! Kokichi! Junko and Kokichi forever! Kokichi lives and he's with Junko! Allow me to masturbate on your corpse, Shuichi. Oh no! Motherfuckers. So, perfect reproduction, because apparently her measurements and everything are different from the actual Junkos. She got breast reduction, cool stuff, whatever you need to do. And grew an inch, etc., etc. Motherfucking, it's Junko. Junko will always be around. God damn it. Well, I wonder who's gonna be the mastermind of Danganronpa 4. Wait, no, it'll never happen. Everyone will die in this fucking game. Cool stuff. Awesome. Let's keep going.
Say mean things like that. Besides, killing me never ends the game.
It never ends the game?
Time to break the fourth wall?
She's bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with.
Wait, if force is necessary, it should wait until after we see what she...
No need, Kiba, because this class trial is
You think she's really gonna kill herself?
What? It's already over? Oh, but I just showed up.
You killed Kaede, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative. The class trials are rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate.
Oh, that. Right. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that. So?
So, is that all you have to say?
The viewers won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing
What
game.
viewers?
Huh? The viewers?
It seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain.
Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game. That was about the time the meteorite impact started intensifying.
Did she just start some big story on her own?
I knew of Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher project, and my inner Junko told
Inner
me...
Junko?
Crushing the Gopher project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair.
That's when I took over the killing game I devised. I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game.
And then I took the name Tsumugi Shirogane and sneaked in among them.
Did Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair? He was your comrade, right?
Comrade? Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades.
Did they switch back to her old sprite now?
It's like, you don't need a remote after you've thrown out the TV, right?
The remnants of despair are just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls. But I am despair itself. I am a god of despair. Kokichi was just one of my believers.
It's so ironic, Matt. You like, well, you don't really like Junko, but you like Tsumugi Shirogane. Shumugi Shirogane can only dress up like fictional characters. You like a fictional character. You are Yamada. Hifumi Yamada.
Be comrades with one of their believers, right?
Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
What a hopeless existence he led.
Fuck you!
To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching. Who's this killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity? There's nobody watching.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know. Who could be watching? Humanity is gone.
No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about rules?
What's anonymy? Oh, you mean Jesus? Jesus died for his sins. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're the one who keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
Your what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game.
That's dumb.
Yep, that's it.
There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you
How are we supposed to make Danganronpa 4? All Junkos.
Proof of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
No, that's wrong!
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Maybe we all remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real?
What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book.
A complete history of Hope's Peak Academy?
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy. Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help. I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
We just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak? Okay.
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
And it was all caused by a single high school girl.
Yeah, it was me! Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans...
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks.
Yes. Everything we just said is just like we remember it. But it doesn't match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
Because he don't mention Danganronpa 2, the better game. What's the discrepancy? Uh-oh.
Point out what everyone is mistaken about in their memories of Hope's Peak Academy. All right, time to play some Danganronpa.
Oh boy, I hope I'm good at this. Who was the best character in Danganronpa? There are no wrong answers. It's all Komaeda.
The biggest, most awful... Most tragic event in human history.
That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
No.
A student of Hope's Peak
It was both.
The ultimate despair!
There's also the ultimate despair peoples.
I did everything in my power.
What about Makuro?
The entire world!
What about Makuro Ikusaba?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Originated at Hope's Peak Academy.
What about Makuro? Oh, Peter.
All that was just a single high school girl.
I missed. What the fuck is a Makuro? Probably some Mary Sue twin sister bullshit that no one gives a shit about.
Event in human history.
That originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
The cause of all that was just a single high school girl.
That's wrong! One high school girl started the tragedy, the ultimate despair. Junko
But what about Makuro Ikusaba, man? She's like my favorite character. No one cares, Shuichi. Next question. Say what?
At least that's what I remember.
But my
That's not what this
waifu.
book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Inoshima. It refers to a group and the movement that came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Inoshima.
This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same thing.
Coincidence? Misremembered?
No, it's no coincidence. I know there's a difference in these memories.
And that's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already.
Just shut up.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
You liked all these characters? They're all dead now. Ain't it great? Avenge me, says Hagakure. Okay,
Were
sure.
locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
But boo-hoo. When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
And the world began to move towards restoration.
Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on. The worst-case scenario was avoided. Yay! A happy
Then meteors. Not yet. There are more points that conflict with the history. I'll point out those next. How could everyone forget Danganronpa 2?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history happened because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair. And forced into the killing game.
Oh, I have some bad news about that. The events that my death set in motion are only now reaching their climax.
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting. But for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Killing game of the 78th class of Hope's.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair. And
No, they weren't. No, 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 no. They weren't. They weren't. They put themselves in there themselves.
the Future Foundation are still fighting. But for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Junko
Can you imagine trying to do this if you never played Danganronpa 1 or 2?
Killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate.
That's wrong! It wasn't the ultimate despair that trapped the 78th class in Hope's Peak Academy. It was the class themselves. They shut themselves in.
shut themselves in?
Why would they shut themselves in?
It has to do with the Hope's Peak Academy shelter project. During the tragedy, the 78th class trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection.
So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by the ultimate despair?
Are you saying our memories are wrong?
It just means those documents were written all half-assed. There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct.
What you've been saying isn't consistent. First you said it was just coincidence.
Is that so?
Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing from our memories. It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending.
What about Hope's Peak Academy?
There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students at Hope's Peak Academy. We heard it had been rebuilt and was accepting applications for talented students again. And so, we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy.
Since Hope's Peak Academy was large, we were all in separate classes. But there's no doubt we were students of the new school.
Just like I thought. There's something wrong there. But why? Why are our memories so different? They scout us out, probably, right? Because of that? Yeah.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
When we found out, we came to the new Hope's Peak Academy.
The new Hope's Peak Academy was a huge school. Which is why we were all in different classes.
But we're all the same! That's right. We were all students of Hope's Peak Academy.
It's so fucking tense, guys. My god, where is this gonna go?
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students.
That's wrong! We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications from talented students. But that's not what's written here. The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted.
Scouted? I've never heard that.
I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own.
Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak. At least, that's what I remember.
Are you saying we're remembering it wrong?
But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too.
Maybe so, but I'm not getting all this from just the book. There is other evidence as well.
Other what?
The killing game we're in now is one that began with Hope's Peak Academy. So this is the third game after Hope's Peak and Jabberwock Island. But remember what Rantaro said? But Rantaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of the game. He was not present at the two killing games that Junko orchestrated.
Then, which killing game did Rantaro participate in?
I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it? And the inconsistencies don't stop there. Kokichi's account is also suspect.
Kokichi's account is inconsistent too?
Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell.
We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair, but I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair.
He wasn't a remnant of...
He just liked pranking people for his prank channel.
That's impossible! He was definitely a remnant of despair. The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project. And Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair, then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself.
Yes, he loved me more than anyone. Like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes. So where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair?
Proof Kokichi isn't a remnant of despair.
This is it! The motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room. An organization centered around petty crimes, one that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's far too few to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project. Meaning that whatever group Kokichi was a part of is not the remnants of despair. His motive video clearly contradicts our...
He actually wasn't that bad of a guy! He still sucks, though.
The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false.
Him killing Ganta must be false, too.
You mean, he wasn't a remnant of despair? That's not possible.
Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him.
But it's still not possible.
Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to that flashback light. And neither was Kaito. Kaito didn't appear to know anything about the remnants of despair, or Junko Inoshima.
If they'd been exposed to it, maybe we'd know the truth.
Maybe it's better that they weren't. I think the people who were affected by that flashback light were wrong.
What do you mean?
All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from the flashback lights.
So the flashback lights are the cause?
You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Shuichi?
Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with a device hidden in the room. It allowed you to select the memory that a flashback light would recover. However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another would say there are no survivors. Bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us recover our memories. We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth. But then, having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense.
Then what are you saying?
Huh?
The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories? Is that what you're saying? Then what was it for?
What was it for, huh? Huh?
Go on, tell them. What are the flashback lights for?
What are the flashback lights used for? Why can you select different memories? What does it mean if those memories contradict each other? Oh my god! It was just one giant Danganronpa fanfiction maker! Oh my god! It truly was meant for evil. We put all the pieces together, it all makes sense. We'll be able to see the real truth. Okay, I'm gonna make one right now. It's one where Kaede doesn't die, Kurumi doesn't die, they make out, and I make all the big bucks selling that on the YouTubes. No! It was gonna pop up soon. No. What could this weird would be? M! No! Give me a P! Give me a T! Hangman's Gambit's the best, everyone. Give me an A! Give me an I! Really now? Okay. Import? No. Implant. Okay. Implant.